I have this pear tree that hasn't borne fruit for 2 years, so I'm going to do some grafting today. Grafting means attaching a branch from another plant onto your own plant so they can continue grow together, and hopefully whatever I'm going to attach here will produce some fruit this or the next year. It's very important to attach pear to pear, apple to apple, plum to plum, and so on, because otherwise they will just not combine and will not grow together. Let me show you how I'm going to do it. Here's what you need to perform grafting. So I got this branch from another pear tree. It's from my neighbor, and you need only short pieces. So from this branch I can get a lot of little cuttings. You just have to remember each of them has to have a bud. So I'll cut them into small pieces, and you'll need a sharp knife, a tool to cut your branch, and a grafting tape to bind the cutting and your existing pear tree's branch together. I'm just cutting the pieces I will use, so definitely not this one. This looks dry. They need to be short, because that'll be easier for them to bind together. Okay, and now I have to remove the bottom part of the bark to create a wedge. I have sharpened these little cuttings, so this one has one side that is intact and one side with the bark removed. This one has both sides removed, same as this one. And now we have to pick a branch on the pear tree that will be good for inserting these little guys. So I think I will use these thicker branches, or the branches I will not be cutting anytime soon. And I need to make an incision. So again, I will be using this knife, and I will cut the branch here with my branch cutter, and then I'll make a long incision in this branch and insert one of the little scions. Okay, so for example here I have just removed part of the outer layer of the branch with my sharp knife, and I'll use the scion, one-sided one, and I will attach it this way, and then I'll tape it. I have just combined them together using this grafting tape. The tape is not sticky, it's a plastic flexible tape, very easy to use to combine these branches together. And then when you have an exposed part of the three, you can use a special grafting clay, which I also have, so I can show it to you later. It has to be very well wrapped, so it's not only well combined together, but also protected from rain. This branch is a bit thicker, so I decided to cut it in the middle. Just mind your fingers when doing so. And then I'll take one of my prepared scions and slide it in here. Okay, it is now attached together. Unfortunately, I broke one of the buds in the process, happens. Now I have to tape it all around. Okay, so I'm done for now. I did a few of them. The grafting tape is very easy to work with. It's really soft and flexible when you wrap it around the branches, and you don't need scissors to cut it. You just break it with your fingers. And then at the end you can trim the edges with scissors. I mentioned before that you can also use grafting clay. I have it here, and you can apply it to the exposed bits of wood to further protect them from too much exposure to elements and to limit the risk of infections. These branches have gone through a bit of trauma today, so I'm going to apply a bit of the clay in a few places. I forgot to mention that if you have only one pear tree, it's actually good to have it grafted, because pears need cross-pollination in order to fruit. Okay, that's it for now then. I hope it will work. Let me know if you have ever tried grafting and if it has worked for you.